I'm Drake from State Farm, 2018. I really enjoyed the public criticism videos on YouTube, so I thought that I'd make my own. Yeah, you read the title, you know what this is going to be about. Cue the intro.
Pull the trigger, ain't nobody gonna do for you.
So today we are going to be reviewing a video that the Independent Journal Review and that they released last year that features Ajit Pai, the chairman of the FCC, that chose to repeal net neutrality laws, responding to mean tweets. They had access to Ajit Pai. They had access to make a video. So they don't have him make a video explaining his position on net neutrality laws and explaining his reasoning behind them. Nope, we're just gonna make this video reacting to mean tweets. You know, that hasn't been done on every other YouTube channel. I know that my channel isn't the most original thing. It has a very iDubbbz-esque feel to it. But I try to voice my opinion in it. This guy just doesn't voice any opinion. He just says, deal with it. He acts all smug about it like it's no big deal.
Look at this smug piece of shit.
And it's a really, really big deal. The repealing of net neutrality. I don't have all the information in the world, so you can just Google that. Or you can wait till the end of the video and Google it. What we need to understand is net neutrality is a very bad thing to get rid of. Net neutrality is the law that says that companies can't, restrict your bandwidth and make you pay for additional things and features. And since they do that anyway, AT&T slows down your bandwidth out of 22 gigabytes of data I've even used. This is just in a so much worse way, though. And you'll see why in just a minute.
I really enjoyed the public debate about the future of the internet, and I especially appreciate some of your tweets.
So I'm going to spend the rest of the video making fun of these tweets. I love how he chooses only the most obvious tweets to make fun of. It doesn't try to actually make a real criticism or respond to any tweets that actually do have some real criticism. Because it's not like there's tens of thousands of tweets on his Twitter page asking just why. Why are you doing this? He never gives an answer to this.
At Charisse, Ajit Pai reminds me of Pinocchio, except instead of his nose growing when he lies, his head starts bubbling. Hashtag Pai Bubblehead. Charisse, I find that really offensive. I always tell the truth.
Really? In the very first few freaking 30 seconds of the video, you're going to admit that you lie to people. Really? How dumb are you? It's not a joke. It's not very funny. Because it's coming from a very serious person. He's the FCC chairman, for Christ's sake.
At Freedom Games 1776, Ajit Pai, go back to Africa, where you came from. Do you even English, bro?
Do you even meme, bro? Because that's a pretty old meme. 2015 just called. They want their meme back.
Hey, 1995 called. They want their certain year called wanting its blank back formula back.
Why, Jerry? Why expend the effort?
Life is effort, and I'll stop when I die.
This video came out in 2017. Even then, the freaking meme was dated.
At The Real Solo Poke tweets, Ajit Pai is another fascist who needs to be apprehended and to be put on trial for crimes against the people. The guillotines are coming. Well, you're not going to catch me if I'm back in Africa now, are you?
The production of this video is pretty good. I will give them that. It has a nice backdrop, it has nice music to it, and it has a nice feel. The only problem is the person who stars in it.
You're not going to catch me if I'm back in Africa now, are you? At Fluffy Destroyer.
All the problems really boil down to the person that's featured in the video.
At Fluffy Destroyer tweets, Ajit Pai, why do you hate America? Why do I hate America? Why do I hate America? Skinny jeans, kale, the Raiders, people who say acronyms like BAE and claim to be woke. I mean, what more evidence do you need?
That could have come off as a joke if it wasn't stolen. Literally every so-called joke in this video is stolen from someone else.
At Alcoves SMB, breaking new, Ajit Pai sent to jail for treason. American women less creeped out due to lack of Pai's face around. Well, when I get out of jail for treason, as Matthew McConaughey said, I might be older, but they'll be the same age.
Told you they're stolen.
At Woke Crumbum tweets, Ajit Pai has an insanely punchable face. The fact that he's not getting decked in the mouth every day shows there's no justice in the world. I think my wife might have a fake account on Twitter.
That's hilarious, actually, because your wife hates you.
At Bartiz tweets, I bet Ajit Pai eats mayo sandwiches. That is fake news, man.
This is the second time he's tried to make one of these dumb, self-contradictory jokes. Here, just look at this clip from BoJack Horseman.
Why would I say you'll never get me in that sweater in this scene, and then in the very next scene, I'm wearing the sweater? Did my character suddenly forget that he didn't want to wear the sweater?
No, see, that's actually the joke.
Don't explain the joke to me. I just don't understand how it's a joke.
So you do want me to explain it to you?
I want you to add a scene showing how I changed my mind about the sweater so the goddamn episode makes sense. Look at me, doing your job for you. Way to go, Shakespeare.
BoJack Horseman is a show that likes to deconstruct the typical sitcom method, you know? It says that the type of pain and misery that a regular sitcom logic will lead you into. And I think Ajit Pai might be the next BoJack Horseman. Thinking that jokes like this, eating mayo sandwiches, right after you say that you don't eat mayo sandwiches, is funny. You're a moron.
At Jay Rishel, I think I Am John Oliver showed incredible restraint by not pointing out how much Ajit Pai looks like Butthead. I always thought of myself more as a Beavis type myself.
Of course you would. See, they're both pretty freaking stupid, dude. You pretentious piece of crap saying that you'd be Beavis instead of Butthead. You're not even smart enough to be Butthead. You're freaking Butthead's butt.
At PPowers345 tweets, and hashtag Ajit Pai, lose the stupid mug and stop quoting Big Lebowski. You look like an idiot. Oh wait, you are an idiot. Never mind. That's just like your opinion, man. We good? Thanks, guys. Anyone have my coffee? All right.
Thank God it's over. It's only a 3-minute video, but I was able to make freaking 9 minutes of content out of it. See, the main problem with this is just how smug he is, and how nothing the video is, and how pointless it is, and how it doesn't need to really exist, and how he didn't give it a reason to exist. He just made it to make it, you know? I had to make this to point out to Ajit Pai that you're not a funny man, and you're not one of the average Joes. We don't consider you your friend. You're the enemy, and you need to defend yourself. You need to explain your point of view as to why you're doing this thing. And we all know why. It's for dollars. If you want to change your opinion and say it's not for dollars, then make a video about it, you know? Alright. Thank you so much for watching this video. Fallout Part 3 is coming up after this. Stay tuned. It'll be aired on the same day. Probably in like a few minutes. So if you're watching this right after it came out, it's probably up already. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.
It's the end of the world.